Om Shri Shankaraya Namaha. Today is a glorious day of Sri Subramanya Puja of Thiruvel Vaguppu. And today let us learn something about, along with you, let me also learn something about Sri Subramanya Swami. Sri Subramanya Swami is called Deva Senadipati. His Highness is the warrior of the gods. We all know this. Everyone knows this. There was a reason in Hinduism, there is a reason why gods take avatars. They don't descend onto this earth realm unless and until they want to assist the earth realm with something. So Subramanya Swami descended on this earth realm when there were so many asuras in this dimension. With all the asuras holding this dimension, there was so much of fear amongst the dharmic people. And that fear needed to be erased. For erasing the fear, in Kailasam, they play a game of Jnana Param, which is a mango being given by Ishvara and Parvati to the child who goes around the world, entire dimensions, entire existence once. And Sri Ganesha chooses to go around the parents, and Subramanya Swami chooses to go around the entire existence on the Mayil, Karuthan Mayil, Nadattum Guhan Mele, that Mayil, which means His Highness was going around all the existence with an Aruda. Aruda means on the mound of His Highness's Prana, which is that Mayil. As I said, Prana, which is breath, is Vahanam. So that is why when we do Yogasanas, when we are breathing, we are actually breathing different patterns. And in these patterns, we are breathing different Vahanas. That is what is happening. So now, Sri Subramanya Swami descends onto our earth dimension. In this earth dimension, His Highness arrives without a weapon, only with a dandam. His Highness is called Dandayadapani for that reason. His Highness is called Dandayadapani. His Highness, you can give to us? Yeah. So, Dandayadapani, Swami arrives on this earth dimension. After arriving on this earth dimension as Dandayadapani, His Highness takes lot of time in this dimension to cleanse this dimension of all the evil asuras, daityas, dhanavas, who are adharmic ones, not the dharmic ones. Even Prahalada was an asuric deity, but His Highness was dear to God. So in both devas and asuras, there is good and bad. So all the bad, all the adharmic was needed to be cleansed by Sri Subramanya Swami, and His Highness arrived in this dimension. So when Swami arrived in this dimension, if any of you know Kukki Subramanya Swami in Karnataka, you will know this. When they pray to Subramanya Swami in that part of the world, they make a big drawing of Swamis in the form of a snake, Kukki Subramanya Swami. And in the stomach of that big snake, they have got so many squares, and if a mathematical diagram is drawn, and pindam is kept in all those places. So Subramanya Swami, when His Highness, the reason for that is this: when Subramanya Swami arrived on this dimension, in our earth dimension, His Highness goes to rest comes onto a mound and then comes and rests inside a cave, inside a cave. In that cave, there are these vicious snakes. Snakes are nothing but existence is shown as snakes. If we know our DNA is in a snake form, sound is in a snake form, waves. We are ruled in the dimension of waves. So waves, snakes, consciousness is normally, that is why our Kundalini is called a snake. It is not a snake. It resembles a snake because anything that is consciousness is undulating. It is moving. It is always in movement. That is why even our thoughts don't stand in a place before mukti. You're always moving. You're always either happy or sad or angry or joyous, whatever it is. It is always a movement. We eat and then we are hungry, and then we eat again and then we are hungry. We are born, we die, and then we are born again, we die. Everything is a wave. So this wave of consciousness is represented by snakes. So in this cave, all this consciousness of all the fear that is in this dimension has taken the form of all possible snakes, and they are residing inside this cave. Subramanya Swami comes, and they are the consciousness. When consciousness grasps onto something, it can cause something called grahanam. You know, when during solar and lunar eclipses, either lunar eclipse is always caused by Ketu and solar is caused by Rahu. So this Rahu and Ketu eclipse create a shadow onto the moon. It is so foolish to think that a shadow can be seen as a monster or can be seen as a Chaya Graham called Rahu to go and eat, or a Chaya Graham called Ketu to go and eat. Our ancestors did not leave us with just information. They left us with imagery because they know that imagery can travel further in time. Information dies, imagery travels. So imagery was given for a purpose, and we should not stay with imagery, we should go into the concepts of it. So this consciousness, snakes were there. They tried to infect and eat away, meaning engulf Subramanya Swami. At this point, Swami eats away all the snakes. All the consciousness of this dimension, entire thing is inside Subramanya Swami's Samanavayu. And His Highness has digested everything. Now these consciousnesses that were terrorizing the dimension, earth dimension, or requesting Swami because they are infused with fear in themselves, because Swami has engulfed them. There is no existence because inside there is Shunyatvam. They say inside Lord Shiva there is nothing but Shunyatvam. That Shunyatvam is so much that it's like a black hole, except Shakti, nobody else can see that. So inside that Shunyatvam, all these snakes' consciousness has been arrested, and then they are begging to Swami and they get their individual consciousnesses. They get their individual consciousnesses once Swami forgives them. So such is the potency of Sri Subramanya Swami. This Subramanya Swami's puja being done today with the mangoes which was given to Sri Vigneshwara by Shiva and Parvati just proves to us that it is just not Subramanya Swami there, it is both Ganesha and Subramanya there in that image. And we have prayed to both of them, which means we have prayed to both swiftness in action and the intensity in action. Ganesha is nothing but the innocence and swiftness in every action. For innocence and swiftness, there is no obstacle ever. If you act innocently with swiftness, there is no. If you act with innocence and if you act without complicating yourself, if you just act, no obstacle can ever come to you. That is why Ganesha is called Vigna Hatra. His Highness removes Vignyas. But if you act with great power and intensity, then you can protect a dimension. That is what Subramanya Swami is. You have to act with intensity and swiftness, and you should not be afraid of the hard work. When you have that perseverance, when you have that intensity, then you can go around all the dimensions and assist all the dimensions. Both the children of Devi and Swami are nothing but teaching us how to exist with all lusciousness, with all riches, by shedding all our fears, by shedding all our karmas, by being joyous, by being healthy, by being happy, by understanding that miracles are ours to have only if our consciousness can let them in. And for teaching our consciousness this fearlessness of Lord, for teaching our consciousness this joy of Lord, for teaching our consciousness that our greats, all the Rishinis and the Rishis and all the great Acharyas, both male and female, have left us with so much information, Shastras, which are nothing but a language of Mother Nature. We need to understand that religion and spiritualism are entirely two different things. That's what we were talking in the drive, right? Religion and spiritualism are not the same. As long as a religion is very strongly in your system, the spiritualism never wakes up. You kill the spiritualism if your religion is too strong. If your varnam is too strong, if your religion is too strong, if your gender is too strong in you, anything, if your nationality is too strong in you, if all these things are too strong in you, we kill spiritualism. Only when we can liberate ourselves from the concept of religion, not from our religion, from the concept of religion, and to understand all the religions, all the greats in every possible religion has given us only one thing. All the greats of all possible varnams have given us with only one thing: a roadmap to Lord, a roadmap into Mukti, reaching Lord. For reaching Lord, religion is one chapter. Every religion is a chapter. We can take information from any religion, but the religion you're born into, Swadharmam it is called, you respect it. You do not disrespect it, you respect it. The same way you do not disrespect another religion as well, another thought process as well, another's book as well. You respect, if you respect the holy Bhagavad Gita, you will definitely respect the holy Quran and the holy Bible. There is no way one can respect their own mother and disrespect another's mother. If the respect on one's mother is true, then they will respect every mother the same. If the love for one's own child is great, then they'll love every child the same way. Only narcissism, when it enters, you love us and another differently. And this narcissism does not belong to our jiva, our ahamkaram. Each and every ahamkaram of self deludes us, and it suffocates our own God particle. Today, I pray for each and every one of you here to be liberated from your ahamkaram's fears, ahamkaram's agendas, and the ahamkaram's thought processes, which actually make the karmas much more stronger. I pray to my Guru Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada to bless the Jiva Chaitanyam inside you, which is nothing but the same Lord particle which is inside me talking. I request my Guru to bless that Jiva Chaitanyam inside yours with more and more Chaitanyam, with more and more light-heartedness, with more and more joys, with more and more obstacles being removed, with so much financial lusciousness, with so much of nice vidya for the youngsters, nice qualities for the youngsters. And I also request my Guru to heal all the ailments and illnesses in your human bodies and the bodies of your loved ones. I request my Guru with my entirety to offer this fearlessness to each and everyone who has joined the puja today, and to make you realize that Lord is such a giving, such a nourishing, such a daya, mercy-filled, never-ending source of joy. Only if we can open up, we can receive the joy. I request my Guru to bless you with that opening. This opening is called, is what is portrayed on each and every image of Lord Ishvara and other gods and goddesses like Rajarajeshwari as a new moon. That new moon is an open in consciousness. That is Chandramauli Ishvara. So I request that consciousness to be fearlessly open in each and every one of you. And please join all our Abhijit Spandana sessions, which are totally free. Please join our chants. Please join our meditation sessions. You can join, and the youngsters can teach you anything you want because they have learned so much. So now I'll finish this satsangam with Shankara Smaranam. Repeat after me, please. Shankaram Shankaracharyam
Shankaram Shankaracharyam
Shashvatam Shaktamanasam
Shashvatam Shaktamanasam
Shiva Agama Shikshaka Shreshtam
Shiva Agama Shikshaka Shreshtam
Shiva Bijam Shivatmajam
Shiva Bijam Shivatmajam.
Shankara. Music.